What's poppin', world? Back at it again with another video for y'all. Y'all tapped in with the Head of the Game podcast. Without further ado, y'all read the title. Let's get into it. Are credit cards a tool, or is it another Ponzi scheme, another scam to rip you off and, you know, the old bait and switch? Well, to no one's surprise, at least not mine, it's both. It's all about, it's one of those things it's all about what you make out of it, right? So if you're not educated, and this is what people would consider the difference between gambling and investing, in my opinion, is information and education. And the more informed and the more educated you are about what you're putting your money towards, it doesn't take away chance altogether, but it takes it more out of the hand of chance, because you have certain indicators and certain things that you can be mindful of when you're making an investment or you're looking to move forward in a certain business endeavor, right? Same thing that can be looked at as far as credit cards. When you're first starting out on your first credit card, right? Because credit cards, ironically, are like jobs. You really can't get a credit card without having a credit card, but if you never had a credit card, how do you establish getting one, right? How do you qualify for more credit cards if you don't have that first initial credit card that's going to, get you in the door, right? So the secret that I found out is that you get you a secured credit card, right? Especially if you have no credit. If you have no credit, get a secured credit card, hold it down for a month or two. You're gonna gain probably about anywhere from like 90 to 100 points. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor. Just have to put that disclaimer out there. But once you establish that, and you're on Credit Karma or whatever places, you then start to see what cards you now are qualified for. So then, depending on if you utilize it as a tool and not a resource, then it'll substantially stack and grow. But the dark side of credit cards is if you're using it as a resource and you just swiping, and you're just using it, you have to understand that at the end of the day, though it's your money, in the same breath, it can be looked at as not your money, right? So as you're accumulating more, if you understand the ratio and the approach towards how you handle and how you utilize your credit card as a tool, then you'll be able to maximize the benefits that comes along with it, right? So if you're building up credit, and it exceeds a certain amount, the bigger you have, the more valuable it is, the more of a threat, or more of a threat it can be towards you, right? But that just comes with responsibility. If you're a head CEO or a CEO of a company, though you're getting compensated the most, you're more responsible and more liable, even for certain things that don't have to directly do with you. It could be the ones that you're managing up under you that hold you ultimately accountable, because everything draws back to that main person as the common denominator, right? So it is a scam if you're not educated. If you're not educated, don't get no credit card. You have no business holding one, because if you're not informed, you're not educated, you feel me, it could backfire. And if you're not understanding the interest game, like for instance, right, I got a couple of credit cards that got over 30%, APR, which is the interest rate, right? If you pay your cards on time, you pay no interest at all. The only time you get taxed for interest is if it goes past that due date and that balance that you've spent, not the entire amount, just what you spent as your balance. Then when your next monthly bill comes up, you're not only gonna have to pay that balance off, but you're gonna have to pay the additional interest that comes along with that balance. You feel me? Because it rolls over into the next month. And guess what? If you don't pay it then, then that whole entire amount gets taxed another 30% the following month, and it snowballs. That's why when people apply for credit cards and they got $10,000 of credit card debt and they only paying the minimum, why I say it take like 20 or whatever years to pay it down if you only paying the minimum, right? In comparison, if you got a smaller amount, because it's more manageable. So hopefully that helps some of y'all out here. I know I'm sweating like a mug out here, but hey, with that being said, comment, like, subscribe. I'm gone.